All right, that's a good sign. That's good. All right, cool. All right, guys, I have to do a take two on this because I thought I recorded everything and I have not. So, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just walk through the whole process of the whole thing. I set this up before, and I thought I was recording, and it just wasn't. So, here's what I did. I went to SCI Companion and made a new game because I figured I know enough of what I learned yesterday in making the title screen and how to create characters and how to move them around that I decided it was enough for me to start on my new game, on the new game, I guess I could say. Let's move that over. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Um, so, okay. So let me show you what the deal is. The deal is when you make a new game, when you create a new game, um, I'll just, this is as a test game. Okay. Yes, I do. I'll clean up later. Um, so when you start, the default screen title screen you get is that Sierra uh, screen, and which is fine and all, but you know, if I want to go about making my own game, I need to have my own title screen on there. So um, the question is, what am I going to use as a logo? And the one thing name that I had dragged around me for a while is Saskatchewan Soft. Saskatchewan is an amalgamation of Saskatchewan and South Carolina. And at first I thought, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Let's see if I can find symbols that represent Saskatchewan. So looking up in Google, if we were to look up Saskatchewan, you can see we got a lot of farms. The shape of the province itself is rectangular. There's the flag, which is a gold and green with your wild tiger lily in the middle there. And it was like, there's not much to work with there, is there? Not with like with Sierra where you have your majestic mountains. In South Carolina, um, um, looking the state symbol of South Carolina. You got your palmetto tree. You got Rainbow Row. You got the Cooper River Bridge. You got all this stuff, and it's like, okay, you put all this stuff together, you get something that's uh, busy. You got something busy here. So um, then my train of thought went to, okay, not the best idea. What are some of the logos of some of these other software companies? So the first one that came to mind was Rockstar. So looking up the Rockstar game logo, it's that simple. It's just a capital R with a star. How hard can that be? So it's I started looking at some of the other let's see, game software logos. Okay, and they look pretty simple here. It's on a black background with the white text, so forth. Okay, so what's an example? Well, let's start with Activision. All right. See, it's that simple. You got the stylized V. Actually, you got the TV in there. I just noticed that. Okay, so that looks simple. Let me see. Let's go with software logos. Just plain software logos. And as you can see, for a software logo, you're looking for something real easy. You're not looking for anything busy here. Even IBM has a stylized IBM. So then I just threw it right out. I figured, okay, Saskline is soft. That's just not going to fly. Not with what I want. So I dig a little deeper, and I was thinking about something that was with me literally when I was born. And that was a company that my parents had put together, um, which was Dance Studios. My mother painted that. She painted that sign. This is my grandmother. They owned this studio. My father was a musician, my mother an artist, and so it was a family business. And so I thought, okay, well, I'm not taking this company public at all, but why not Redance Studio? In fact, I decided, well, let's reverse the order. Let's call it Studio Redance, right? So I actually designed the logo on my first run around. I'm not going to, but here's where I was thinking with it was okay. First, I needed to pick a font, and I just went with something that I've been using anyway. So that's the fonts I used. And how did I come around to the R? Um, well, for some reason, I was thinking of those calligraphy Latin letters or biblical illustrated letters, just something really illustrated and so forth. And I was thinking, okay, this something like this would work. And I came across these style letters. So I visited, this page, and I just, well, lack of a better phrase, stole one of these letters. In fact, there it is, right there. Downloaded it, and I spent a good length of time taking out the watermark because when you download something from Shutterstock, it's going to have its watermark all over the place, as you can see. So save that right here. Okay, so I'm just going to call this capital R original. Right? Okay. Actually, that's of course. Open image, new tab. Yeah, that's fine. Why does it say it like that? Okay, it doesn't matter. So you see it has that Shutterstock here and this Shutterstock watermark at the bottom here. It took me, I'd say, a good half to a whole hour to remove it. And so I think with this, good nitro coffee. I saved you the trouble here of going through this because this was a long, tedious process using Paint because I do not have Photoshop. I just use plain old Microsoft Paint. Right? Okay. Um, so I'm not going to go through that again. So I ended up replacing that Sierra logo with my own. And what it came out with is all right. Let's open that game. All right, fine. This PC, Drive C. It's gonna be like this. Game dev. Yeah, there we go. Werewolves. I call it werewolves. Resource map. There it is. Open. All right. So that's loaded. File. Run game. Came out with that. And I'm going to call it Tim Hartnell's Werewolves in Wonder. And the reason for that is pretty darn simple. This game was not written by me, but it was written by Tim Hartnell. And at some point, I'd like to do some research on him. Actually, we can do that right now, since now we have the time, right? Okay, so I do want to walk with you because I was able to figure out how to change that font size. You see, right here, F2, F5. Change that to like a smaller size because I want it to look like Sid Meier's Civilization, right? Just as Tim Hartnell's Werewolves in Wonder, because this is his game. He wrote this game. I'm just giving my adaptation of it. What was that? Something else here. Oh yeah, that title. So, run game. Okay. Studio Redant. I need to fix the size of this DOS box because I want it to be like a full window. Like take the whole screen. I want to see what it looks like in the full screen because this is just okay. Shut up. So play new game and there it is. That just looks nice, doesn't it? Werewolves in Wonder. Score 0. Okay. Okay, now that we have that, I do want to look up Tim Hartnell. Who is this guy, right? Tim Hartnell, games. Okay, so what do we know about this guy? Oh, wow. Okay. Is this him? It is him. There it is. Tim Hartnell. Blah, blah, blah. Tim Hartnell creating adventure games. This is him. Okay, so he's born in Australia and, oh boy, died in Australia. Journalist, self-taught programmer, extremely prolific, best-selling author of books and magazines on computer games. Set up the National ZX80. Really? He worked with the Spectrum? Adam Acorn, Spectrum. Okay, yep. Worked with Sinclair. Wow. All right. Turned to Australia in '84. Died of cancer in the age of. He's my age. Oh boy. Okay. Um. Wow. Well, Mr. Hartnell, this is for you then. All right. Well, now that we have the um, wow, that's more than I was expecting. All right. I think before I come up with the next episode, I want to. I really do want to get that DOS box working, so it's taking up the full screen instead of a whole window. Also, what's occurring to me right now is once I start designing um, the rooms, which I know is going to take a long time. What I need, what I really need, is to get a map going. I'll explain why here. Okay. Yes. Here's the issue. Here's what's going on. Um, I'm going to just. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. All right. So this game was designed for a was for text only. So this is a pretty. Well, it doesn't do too much for imagination, especially since we're dealing with. Well, first of all, we need to research exactly what is this supposed to be for. Is this a castle? Is this supposed to be a house? Because this just looks like a square building with square rooms. Um, so we need to figure out what this is and make it less square. So that means we're gonna have to redraw the entire map. I think I want to do that in real time as well. So that's one part. Also, I want to figure out who it is our guy is. Who are we? Um, who's our hero? Who is our hero? What does our hero look like? It just says adventure. So we're going to need, when we come around to designing our character, we need to research in here who our adventurer is supposed to be. I think it's going to be left up to interpretation as well. All right, so Mr. Hartnell, uh, you, sir, have my gratitude because you got me started on programming at this age, at my early age, 1984, etc., all that neat stuff. I think you're going to have to leave it here. I think you're going to have to leave it here. Um, I will say I am proud of how the screen turned out. Because that looks like mine. Even though, okay, I'm just so proud of it. All right, I'll leave it here. I'll catch you next time, folks. How do I turn you off? Right here? Okay. Live. Yep. Ending.